Hey guys, this is Jason Yu from Sense Minds Magic. Thank you so much for supporting us and picking up this project. The Vanishing cane is one of the most classic stage magic. It's super visual, super popular among the magic community for so many years. However, there's so much dirty work need to be done with it. First, you need to untwist the cap on top of the cane. Then the cane claps in between your hands. Now you're holding the cap, also the cane inside your hand. You can't show your hands empty, right? You have to ditch both of them. But not until today. With our new system set up, you can freely toss a cane, left hand, right hand, it doesn't matter. Whenever you're ready to perform, the cane vanishes, you can instantly show your hands empty. We have no doubt this will elevate your magic to the next level. Without further ado, let's get into the explanation. Alright guys, so you guys have been waiting for a long time. Here is a secret. So check this out. This looks just like any ordinary vanishing cane. And you know, traditionally we use a cap to lock the whole thing in shape. However, now we're using the rubber cord, okay? So there's a pin here. We use the rubber cord, twist 2 times, and we run it all the way down to here where we have a black key, which we insert inside the cane, just like that. Whenever you're ready to perform, basically use your thumb to hold on to the key, slide it down for only 1 centimeter, and let your thumb go. This rubber cord is going to fly away. Usually it's will land right underneath you. Then the whole cane is gonna collapse inside your hands, okay? So I'm gonna do a really quick for this part. So we hold on to it, all right? So we slide down for 1 centimeter. Okay, now the key is out of the cane. Now we're basically just gonna let the thumb go and relax your hand. The cane gonna collapse in between your hand. Just like that, now it's inside your hand. And usually this rubber cord is gonna fly away, land underneath you. So there you go, so it's inside your hand. Now in the later section, we're gonna show you multiple different ways. This can be a real pull inside your jacket or fly inside it. And we have many different ways. The tip of the cane is gonna connect to a magnet. It's gonna go behind you, go inside your sleeve, many different ways to vanish. So you will be able to show your hands instantly vanish. All right guys, so now we're gonna show you how it looks like. So we're gonna hold on the cane and we're gonna put my thumb on top of it. All I need to do is slide 1 centimeter down and let it go. So this is how it's gonna look like. By the way, I'm sitting down, so usually it will be a little bit easier. So I'm gonna slide down, I'll let it go. Look, it just claps in between my hands just like that, super easy. So that's just the locking part of this whole system. In the later section, we're gonna show you how to vanish in this cane so you can be able to show your hands completely empty instantly. So there's so many different methods. Can go inside your sleeve, fly inside your jacket, go behind you. So in the next section, we're gonna show you what you guys receive. Check them out. Alright guys, now let's open the box and show you guys what you guys receive. So first of all, it's a beautiful box right here, and the instructions printed over here. And we're gonna start from this top thing. This is the main unit, which is the vanishing cane itself. And it was there is a little magnet over here. We're gonna use it to connect to the rail, which this cane can vanish and just pull inside your jacket, fly inside your jacket, or it can go inside your sleeve. So we're gonna use this magnet. And there's a little pin on top of here, and this is used to loop around the rubber cords, all right? So this is gonna be the reel. And there's a silicone ball on, in between the thread right here. And we're gonna use it to lock down the string before we trigger the reel. And there's a magnet on top of it. It can connect to the cane itself. And now we have this black key. You get some of it, and also a rubber cord. You can tie that up to be something like this. You can use this to lock down the cane. Right, now we have a different color of the rubber band. And the safety pin, we're gonna use it with this black magnet. This is gonna be pinned inside your jacket. It's gonna help you to vanishing the cane inside your jacket. We'll talk more about that later. And here is a white magnet. This one goes to the bottom of the cane. All right, and we'll show you more how to use it later. And we also have a 3-piece of this round shape magnet. We're gonna put that inside your jacket as well. It's gonna connect to the white magnet, gonna vanish in cane. Now also we have the chest band. You are going to be able to wear this on your chest. We're gonna put this rail on top of the chest just the band. And also you have the PVC white sticker. We're gonna use that to color you can stick that on top of the cane so it looks like the cap of the cane. And however, we never use it. In the later section, we're gonna show you why we're not using this, and you guys can use it as well. And also the last thing here is the armbands. We're gonna use this to keep this on our arm, and we're gonna vanishing the cane inside the sleeve. So there's a lot to cover. So now let's move to next section. I'm gonna show you how to prepare for the basic vanish. Alright guys, so before you're learning the entire main handling, there's something you guys should watch out. For the explanation purpose, we're only gonna show you the solo vanish for all the handling. However, we don't recommend you guys to perform this effect as a solo vanish because you will be able to always see the trace of white because of the cap, and also once the cane claps, you will see a little bit of the black shadow, a little bit of flash. That's why we want to break everything down super clear. So that's why I want to only show you the clear vanish, the solo vanish by itself first. However, after the 6 main handling, we have a section called application. That's the place where we're gonna show you all different transformation. You're gonna learn how to change this cane into a piece of rose, a piece of silk, anything you like, or even turn into confetti. Also in the tip section, the first tip, we're gonna teach you a way to replace this sticker with one piece of paper. So once the cane claps and that piece of white paper gonna fly out and blend into other piece of the white confettis, that will make this vanish super invisible. So please do not worry when you guys watching the entire main handler section. You will see the trace of white, and watch until the application part, even finish the entire DVD, then start practice this. So please go ahead and enjoy this. Alright guys, now we're gonna start with the first one, which is the easiest one, very easy to do. So the whole locking system is same. However, there's a couple things we need to take out and to assemble this cane, and also we're gonna use a jacket with this vanish. So we're gonna start with 2 safety pin with this black part, those 2 are together, alright? And both of them is gonna go inside your jacket. We'll talk about this later. We're gonna start by how to prepare for this cane. And once you take the cane out from the box, it's gonna connect with this magnet on top of it. So we are going to take this off first, okay? So in the later section, the other vanish, we're gonna show you how to use this later. So how to take this off is very easy. Basically, we're gonna unwrap this cane, right? We're just gonna unwrap the cane like that. You can let the other side to roll up by itself. Okay, once you meet this magnet here, is gonna look something like this. It can be slide off, and it can be positioned anywhere in the cane, it doesn't matter. So now we're gonna hold on to this cane, and also this magnet, we're just simply gonna slide it out like that, okay? We'll let the bottom part wrap by itself, okay? Now just like that, we take this one off. So in a later section, we're gonna replace it back, right? We just put this aside for now. So now we have this cane ready to put this PVC on top of it. Now for this vanish, we recommend you guys to stick this on top, okay? Now we're gonna take this PVC off. Now before we stick the PVC on, we want to take the pin off, so it's very easy. You basically take this black tape off, you stick on the pin. So we're gonna put this aside for now. We're gonna place it back. All right, now once you open up this cane, and we are going to stick this tape over here, not on the straight line, but on this side here, okay? So you can take this piece and stick very carefully, put it in. So press it down on a flat table, flat surface, and you just stick that like that, okay? All right, just like this. And now you'll see how it works, right? So now for the too much of the white sticker, we're gonna cut them off, right? And as well as over here, trim that off. All right, so you're gonna do a quick test to make sure the white PVC covers the entire top part of the cane. So we're gonna stretch it out really quickly and see it's perfectly wrapped around just like a cap on top. All right, now we haven't done yet. We're gonna take this pair of scissors. We're going to poke a hole right over here. There's a hole already, so we basically push it in the scissors and go through the other side. And now we're gonna replace back this pin. All right, just let it go through the hole and press down on the white, black tape, and it's right here. Okay, now when you first put this PVC on top of it, you will see the shape change a little bit, but it doesn't matter. The way to fix it is actually very easy. You simply roll it up like this. You roll the top part up like this, and you put a rubber band on it, and you leave it overnight or a couple hours. It's gonna the PVC gonna remember the shape. So in the end, it's gonna look something like this. Right? It's gonna be tied up like that. So don't worry about that. You guys can do that but for explanation purpose, I'm gonna just use it for now. Okay. Now that's the PVC part. Now we are going to put the U-shaped magnet in the middle of this cane, okay? So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take some tape. All right, we're gonna cut that into a shape that looks like the silver part right here, because we are going to stick this double-sided tape inside of the silver part. All right, so we're gonna put it in like that. Put into the silver part in between the U shape. All right, so for the excess, so we're just gonna trim that off. Right, now we have the double-sided tape inside of the silver part. Okay, now we are going to find the middle part of this cane and I'm gonna stick this inside of it. All right, so if you guys have never worked with a cane before, so the way to stretch it out is actually hold on to the bottom piece of the cane, which will look like this, has a round tip. So you're gonna use one hand to hold on to it and the other hand to stretch it out like that. So when you first stretch out, it might look like that. It's very loose, right? So what you're gonna do is you want to tighten it up while you stretch it out. So once you stretch it out, you can twist it, right, to make it tighten it up like that, right? So and just continue to do the rest of the cane like that. All right, so you can stretch it longer, a little bit shorter, doesn't matter, it's totally up to you guys. Now what you're gonna do is find somewhere in the middle, maybe right here. You're gonna just pinch on it and you can let the top part go like that, okay? Now we're gonna take this thing, just insert right inside of it, right? It doesn't matter, it doesn't need to be exact position, just somewhere in the middle, that'll be fine. So once it's inside there, you can slowly let it go like that. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna squeeze it, let the double-sided tape to stick this U shape on the inside of the cane. So you're gonna press it down like that. All right, so once you done that, you should be able to have something look like this. Okay, so now a quick demonstration of how this is gonna work is you open up like that. So once the whole thing collapses, this U shape gonna hold on the whole thing, right? Which gonna be inside of your jacket like that later. Okay, now that's the magnet part. Now let's talk about the locking system, which is a genius part of this gimmick. We are going to use this rubber cord and as well as this black key right here. Okay, so we're going to pre-bend this a little bit like that. Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna stretch it out. Stretch the whole thing out, and when you stretch it out, you're gonna twist it, make it tight. Okay, stretch it out, make it tight. Stretch it out, make it tight. Stretch out, make it tight. All right, now what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold on to the top, right? Do not let it go. So once you let your fingers go, it's gonna collapse right away. So you're gonna hold on to it. You're gonna press down with one finger like that. So that's how I do it. And you're gonna take the rubber cord. All right, you're gonna be able to find this little loop on top, the loop right here. And this is going to hook on this pin on top of it, just like that. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we are going to stretch it out and wrap around twice. And you have to go on top above this pin here. Okay, so that's one loop. We're gonna do again the second time, right? Now we're gonna go against this pin and pull it straight down. Okay, at the same time, before you do this, you make sure the whole thing is tied up. Okay, let me show you one more time. You take the loop and hook on top of the pin. Now you're gonna go around once, make sure it's above this pin. Go around twice, make sure above the pin. Now you're gonna go on the side of the pin, you're gonna go around the pin, and now you're gonna stretch the whole thing down. Okay, now it depends on where you want, where your hands is hold on the cane. So let's say if you hold on the cane, maybe right over here. Now you basically press down on the cane. Now the cane is gonna separate. The pieces are gonna start to separate. You take this key, the top part, you insert underneath. Right, so that's how it goes inside. So you guys can see, now it goes inside. So once you press on this key and pull it down, it's gonna, once you release your hand, the whole thing gonna collapse, right? That's the basic setup for this locking part, right? So once you understand the locking part, we're gonna use it for all different vanishes. But for now, we're gonna talk about the simple opener vanish. So that's the setup for this cane. Now let's talk about the jacket, all right? Let me take my jacket off for now. All right, guys, now I took my jacket off. I'm gonna first show you there's some modification you guys gonna do on the jacket, because we are going to hold the cane with my right hand, and underneath the right armpit, we are going to open, we're gonna slide open a little bit, opening right underneath your armpit. It doesn't need to be this big. I just demonstrate so it's easier for you guys to see. Usually it's like 2 centimeters, so it'll be good enough. This is for we to put the cane inside, go through it. So as long as the tip of the cane can go through this hole, that'll be okay. And this hole is to create the illusion the cane is outside of the jacket. All right, now I'm gonna put this on me. All right, I'm wearing this halfway, so it's easier for you guys to see. So basically, we're going to create the illusion. We're holding the cane like this underneath my arm, like that, right? However, it's not outside. We're actually gonna put this inside. So this is how we're gonna do it. So we're gonna put the other side of the magnet on top of it, stick on it. Now we're gonna find the right position for this magnet. We are going to safety pin this inside of my jacket. Okay, now I'm gonna slowly open it. And right there, that's the opening for this my jacket armpit, right? I'm gonna go through, go through it. It comes out from the other side like that. So now you'll realize my arm is actually cover the middle part of it. So from the audience point of view, they can't tell if the cane is inside or outside. But according to the tip of the cane, it looks like it's outside of it. So that creates the illusion, right? So now, once you understand the basic logic of it, now we're going to find the right position for it. So as you can see, the cane naturally touches the jacket, the inside of the jacket over here. So that's where we're gonna put safety cane, safety pin on it. So I'm going to remember the position. I'm gonna hold down with my fingertips. I can take my jacket off. Now from here, we basically take the safety pin and we let it go through the 2 holes, right? So very, very easy. We just get it, go through, just like that. And the other side, we do the same. We take safety pin, go through the material. Right. Let's see over here, maybe. All right, so there you go. So basically we safety pin the other side of magnets on my jacket. Now let's put it on, see if the position is good. All right, guys. So now it's here. Check it out. It's right over here, and let's see if this magnet can attach to the inside of my jacket. So same thing. We're gonna let it go through the opener right here. Okay. Now this cane gonna automatically attach to it. Now without holding it, it's actually in position ready. So I'm gonna pretend to hold on to it like this. So now it looks like the cane is outside of the jacket, but it's actually not, it's over here. So another thing is we are going to adjust the locking position of this pin here. So let's see, this magnet is in the middle of the cane, and this key is going to be in between the cap of the cane and as also the magnet. So it's going to be right in the middle of it, and this needs to be pointing upwards. So that's where you're going to have your thumb hold on to it. Okay. All right, guys. Now I have my jacket on. Let's check out entire position. The cane is magnetized on the right position, coming out from my armpit like that, right? As long as I put my arm over here, it covers the middle part of the cane. It looks like it creates the illusion the cane is outside of it. So this is a perfect opener because you can come out like this and it looks super natural. All you need to do is put your thumb on top of the key, the black key, and slice down 1 centimeter to let the top part of the key come out from the cane. And once you release the thumb, the whole thing gonna collapse and goes inside your jacket. So let me do it in slow motion so you can see. So I put my thumb on top of it. Now I'm gonna slide it down. Now it's outside of the cane already. All I need to do is open my right hand slightly. The whole thing vanishes. Right, that's that. Just like that, you can open your hands, instantly vanish, and the rubber cord goes straight down. Right, so if you want to pick it up later, you know where it is, and the cane is actually goes inside here. All right, guys. So now let's do this one more time. We're going to talk about the angles because we're in the studio setting. So the camera's a little bit higher, so you guys probably going to see there's nothing between. However, when you guys practice or perform this on the stage, always have your audience to be on the water level. So your arm is actually completely covers, blocking the entire middle part of the cane. So there's no way they're gonna see, there's nothing. So basically we don't show them this. We're gonna use your arm to cover. So whatever will create the illusion, we're gonna make sure the angle is right? So once you confirm with the angle is good, you come out on the stage, you press down, release this rubber cord, is gonna collapse inside your jacket like this. However, I'm sitting down right now, so the vanish might not look as fast as it's supposed to be. So later on when we stand up, you're gonna get a better understanding. So now just do everything in slow motion for you guys to understand. So that's the first vanish, the opener vanish. All right, guys, so now let me do a demonstration of the opener vanish while you're standing up. So let's talk about the setup again. So you have the magnet of the cane attached to the magnet inside the jacket like that, right? And the tip, the bottom tip of the cane just goes out from the opener in the armpit like that, okay? Now, you're gonna use your arm to block the middle section of the cane. So it creates an illusion for your audience the cane is outside of the jacket. So while you walk on the stage, you want to walk on this way. So this right side of the body is facing towards your audience. Obviously, you don't want to go on the stage like this, otherwise you're gonna see everything, right? So once you go on the stage like this, now you're gonna turn your body about 45 degrees towards your audience, because if it go 100% front, then you're gonna see the jacket is opened up and the cane goes in, right? So you want keep about 45 degrees like this, so they can see the first part of the cane, the middle part was get a block, and the bottom of the tip is coming out. So everything looks good. So once you're happy with the position, just use your right thumb, just pull back on this key, and all you need to do just open up your right hand, and everything's gonna collapse inside your jacket. And one tip for you guys, before you do this vanish, actually lean a little bit forward, and which you're gonna open up the jacket like that. So all you need to do, just release the key like that, lean forward, and open up your hand. The whole thing gonna collapse right inside your jacket, which is right over here. And the rubber cord is gonna land right underneath you, so you can pick up later, but your audience won't notice it because the bigger motion covers the small motion. The entire cane vanish right in front of their eyes. The cord just gonna be nothing, fly by. So that's it. That's the first vanish, the opener vanish. Alright guys, now let's do the second vanish. We call it fly inside the jacket vanish. Let's check out what you guys need for this vanish. So first thing, we're gonna take out the chest band, okay? We'll teach you how to wear this later, and also the rail, like that. And also this piece, we are going to put it back inside here, okay? Some magnets, 2 pieces of magnet, and also the locking key, right? So now let's start with modification of the cam. So first thing is we are going to remove this, the U-shaped magnet. Just slide it out. So we're gonna put that aside for now. We don't need that. Now we are going to put this back inside. Now it's important we know the right position for it. Okay, so we're gonna open it up, and you will see the magnets. One side of magnets is connect with this loop right here, right? So we're gonna make sure this magnet is always outside of the cane. So once you put it on, it's always outside it. So it's never facing inside. It's always facing outside like that, okay? So now let's put it inside. All right, so we're gonna open up the loop, place it inside like that, okay? You can see like this. And what we do is we actually hold on to it, and we just slide this to the middle, somewhere in the middle of the cane, okay? Now we're gonna place everything back inside. It only takes seconds to place that back inside. Now once you place it back inside, it should look something like this. We're gonna do a final check, make sure the magnet is always facing towards the outside like that, okay? Now we're going to open it up, check out the position, make sure it is somewhere in the middle. So I'm gonna do the same thing, hold on the tip of the cane, stretch it out. At the same time, we're gonna twist it, make it tied up, okay? So we stretch it out, we tied it up, stretch it out. Okay, see what happens if I stretch too much? It's going to break the cane. So I'm gonna twist it back, doesn't matter. We're gonna slowly stretch it out like that, twist, stretch it out like that. Okay, now it happens to be somewhere in the middle already. So if it is a little bit off, simply you can always slide it a little bit more, slide a bit forward, doesn't matter. Somewhere in the middle where we recommend. However, it depends on where you guys find is comfortable. So basically, wherever is somewhere inside of your fist, that would be the right position. So for me, in the middle is fit me. So I'm gonna do like this. So once we confirm the position of the magnets inside the middle, we're gonna do the same thing for the locking part. So we're gonna press down with my one finger. Before you do the rubber cord, as always, make sure it's tied up already. Now we do the same thing, just like the first open and vanish. We do the same setup for the locking. So we take the rubber cord, just loop it on the top of the pin. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna wrap it twice, once, twice. Remember, it's always above this pin. Now we're going to stretch it down like this. Okay. Now what we do is we're going to make sure the position of those two things. First thing is the magnet. Magnet is going to closer to your body. So this is gonna be on the side, and this safety pin, this locking key will always be pointing up like this. So same thing. Once the position confirmed, we're gonna press down on the cane, and it's gonna separate these layers. Now the top part of the key is going to insert inside, just like before. Okay, now do a final check. The locking key is on top of it, and the magnet is on the side. Okay, hope you guys can see that. So now what happened is my thumb is gonna naturally lie on top of it, and this is going to be inside my fist, right? All right, so that's the locking part, also the magnet part. Now let's talk about the chest band, the rail, and also the other magnets. Okay, now let's put the cane for aside. So now let's talk about the chest band. Now let's take this rubber band off. We don't need that. So we're gonna open up this chest band. It looks like a loop, okay? And this is how we're gonna wear it. So we're gonna just open it up like this. So you guys can decide if you want it to be shorter, you can pull this. So now it's a little bit shorter. If you guys are like a bigger guy like me, I need a little bit more. So I'm gonna to move all the way to the bottom of it. So now this is the maximum length for this chest band. So this is how to wear it. So we are going to put this behind me first. So take your jacket off and go behind you like this. Okay, now you can see this is behind me, behind my back. Now I'm holding on to the two parts of it like this, right? Now what we're gonna do is, it's kind of like you wear a necklace. You're gonna put this behind your neck and clip it in, all right? So it's gonna look like this. All right, so now you have the chest band on. So that is how it looks. So after you wear a jacket, no one can see you wearing this the thing. So if you guys see this stick it out, you can glue it down, put a safety pin on it, or cut it off. Up to you guys. So for now, I'm just gonna leave it there. Okay. So that is for the chest band. Now, the chest band is for you to clip this rail on. So once you have the chest band on, it depends where you want to vanish it. For now, we're teaching you to vanish the cane on my right hand. You're gonna fly into the jacket to my left hand side. Okay, so that's where I'm gonna position my rail. So there's a clip on the back. We're basically gonna clip on. So that's the position of it. So now this can stretch it out. I can vanish in the cane here. He's gonna pull the whole thing back here. Okay, now that's the position of a chest band in the rail. Now let me share with you how to use the silicone ball. Okay, so how to use the silicone ball is very easy. So basically we're going to stretch it out to the right position, maybe somewhere over here, because I'll clip it here. And this thing is going to be temporarily located in the middle of my belly or somewhere naturally when you hold the can close to your body. So I naturally close to here, so that's where I'm gonna keep this real magnet gonna be over here, right? So that's where we're gonna keep this magnet. So this magnet is gonna connect to it and temporarily hold on the real magnet like that. Okay, so once you confirm where you want to keep the magnet, so you're gonna do this. You can have the two pieces of magnet separate like that. Okay, now for explanation purpose, you can see this is metal. Once you guys perform it, it can be inside the layer of your shirt, or like if you wear a t-shirt, maybe you put something over on top of it. So as long as your audience don't see it, it'll be fine. So now once you confirm this, what we're gonna do here is teach you how to use the silicone. So the silicone is help you to keep the string into the right position. So now let's slide the silicone somewhere over here. Okay. Now you can see the silicone the ball can move freely on the string like this, right? So now this is what we're gonna do. We are going to do this. Okay, we are going to let it go down like that. So basically we're gonna hold on both strings together like this. Now you can see the silicone ball is right here. So we are going to twist it like 3-4 times like that. Now we are going to let the reel pull the entire thing back. Okay, hope you guys can see this. To pull the entire thing back. So it's gonna create a tension. This silicone ball is gonna stop the string from going inside, right? So that's the basic logic for it. So once you pull the string outside, it's gonna free the silicone ball like that. Now the whole thing is ready to pull the magnet back, right? So that's the basic working for the silicone ball. So one more time, we're gonna, one hand I'm gonna hold on the rail, my two fingers, my index finger and my thumb gonna hold on the silicone ball. I'm gonna stretch it out like that. So this is enough length for me. Now I'm gonna hold on to the silicone ball with some string here. Twist a couple times like that. You can see the string get twisted up, right? Now we're gonna let the reel to do the work to pull the entire thing back. Now the silicone just stops the string from going inside. Okay. So now once you set this up, we're just gonna put this on my chest band, right? Just like that. And this is going to stick on the magnet like that. Okay. So this might look a little bit obvious, but however on the stage, if you're wearing the suits, if you're wearing the shirts, this is gonna be fly by your audience. No one gonna notice this. All right, so that's the basic setup for the for this vanish. So you have the reel set up with silicone and a silicone ball, and also the magnets on your chest. Okay, so when you are ready to perform this vanish, make sure your thumb is always on top of the locking key. You're gonna hold on to it, and you have the magnets right here, right? So you're gonna hold this very naturally. So you're gonna naturally to let your arm close to your body. The moment it touches, see what happened here? The two magnets just snap together. Okay, so you can pull down, or you can push straight out. It doesn't matter. So it's totally up to your movements. You can keep your hands still and move your body backwards like this. It separates the magnets from the cloth and the cane like that, right? Or you can move your hands away. You can move your hands down. It doesn't matter as long as you're separate two magnets, right? So for now, I'm gonna just do like this. It separates like that. Now the situation is the two magnets stuck together like that. So what happened here is I'm gonna turn to my right hand side. All right guys, now we just stretch out the string. You can see this silicone ball is freely move through the string here, right? So which means once you open your hand, the whole thing will fly into your jacket. So now my right hand is gonna do the same thing like what we did before. Put my thumb on top of the locking key. I'm gonna slide down 1 centimeter. And the moment I release my right thumb, I will do the same thing to open all my 4 fingers. So the whole thing is gonna fly into my jacket. Now let me show you how it looks like. So I'm gonna slide down. Now it's released from my thumb. Now I'm going to open all my fingers, and you'll see the whole thing fly inside my jacket. Right, just like that. Now you can see the whole thing is right here. Obviously you're gonna wearing the jacket. So now let me stand up, put my jacket on. I will show you the whole thing in the right setup. Alright guys, now let's talk about fly into jacket vanish while you're standing up. Now let's check out position again. On the cane, we have the magnets right in the middle. We have this key locking system right here. Now we already set up this rail over here. Okay, on my jacket right here, and it was connected to the magnets, which I hide it underneath my shirt, right? So same thing, you're gonna walk on the stage. This can be any time in your routine, so it doesn't need to be the opener. So you can introduce the cane, you can toss it right and left, it doesn't matter. All you need to do is use your right hand to feel where the magnet is. So I can feel it right here. I'm gonna keep it on the base of my thumb right here, okay? And which it tells me the position of the key is right underneath my thumb because the position we put them on, right? Just like that. Now we're gonna do a kind of misdirection to my left hand while my right hand is doing the sacred walk, which is connect the two pieces of magnets together, just like that, right? So once you've done that, you basically disconnect the magnets away from the magnets on my body. Now at the same time, I'm stretching it out while the silicone actually free from this reel. Now it's ready to pull inside. So my left hand is going to hold on the jacket to keep it open. Now, just like that, so it creates enough space for the cane to fly in. So from here, all I need to do is use my thumb to push down on the key. Now, all I need to do is open my right hand and let the cane to fly into my jacket. It's gonna look like this. All right, and the rubber cords are gonna land right underneath you. You can pick up later. And once again, big motion covers small motion. And you have the cane is right inside here, so no one's gonna notice that. And that is how to perform the fly into jacket vanish. Alright guys, now we're gonna share with you the fly into jacket version 2. Now let's check out what you guys need, right? So first of all, there's 2 kind of rubber bands. It's totally up to you guys. Usually I use this colorless one. So this is for us to keep the cane in shape. Right now, we also need this cane right here. Now, one modification we're gonna do is we're gonna stretch it out. We are going to position this magnet somewhere towards the end of the cane, just like that, okay? So once you stretch it out and make sure this is somewhere towards the end, you can put it right on the end is fine too. For me, I love to put somewhere over here, okay? Now, on the top of the cane, instead of using a rubber cord, we're gonna use this colorless rubber band. I'm just gonna stretch it open and let it. Alright guys, so here's a close look at the rubber band around the top of the cane like that. Remember not to have it below the pin, always above the pin, okay? Because later on in the performance, we're actually going to release this rubber band. So we are going to just use my thumb to click it off. So this will fly away. So because it's so small and there's a lot of things happening on the stage, so your audience won't notice this, right? So that's the way we use for this finish to lock the cane into the right position, okay? So you can push this a little bit towards the ending, the edge of the cane. That'll be easier for you to take this off. All right, so now you have the rubber band ready. Also, you have the magnet ready. So now the cane setup is done. So we're gonna put this here for now. Now we're gonna do the same thing. We also need to utilize this chest band. We're gonna do the same thing. Separate it like that. Go behind you, behind your back. Now you have your back. Now just like wear a necklace, we're gonna put it behind my neck. Now I'm having the chest band around my neck and my back as well. Now this time, instead of flying into my left hand pocket, I'm gonna fly into my right hand of the jacket. So this time, I'm gonna clip this this rail right on my right hand side, right, just like that. Right now I can stretch it out like this. Okay, now we're gonna do exactly the same thing. The setup. This is gonna be somewhere over here where my hands are naturally close to my body. So same thing, set up for this silicone ball. And then hold on to the string, twist about 3 times, okay? Twist about 3 times, 1, 2, 3. Now naturally let this reel to pull the silicone back. Now we have the string right here. Now this is gonna connect on the magnets in front of my body, like that. All right, so that's the whole setup on your body. Now you can wear a jacket, but for the explanation purpose, I'm just gonna wear my jacket now. All right guys, so now I have my jacket on. Let's check out the position again. Now we have the chest band. Right over here have the rail, and the string is right over here. It's very loose because we have silicone lock it down the string. Now the magnet is attached to the magnet in front of me. Obviously, when you guys perform, you're gonna use a black fabric to cover it, or have this magnet stick inside of the shirt underneath, right? So for the explanation purpose, so for you guys easier to see, I'm gonna just leave it silver color for now, okay? So that's the setup. Now we're gonna take the can out like this. You can hold the can like this, you can play around with it, whatever you do, right? So whenever you're ready to perform this effect, here's what you're gonna do. I'm gonna use my left hand, it's gonna hold on to the top of the cane like this, okay? I'm squeezing it with all my fingers like this, right? So all I need to do is, I'm actually gonna light it down on my finger. I'm gonna around my fingers like this. So now I have my index finger, my thumb, ready to click this rubber band off, okay? So that's what your left hand is gonna do. Now let's move to my right hand. My right hand running through down on the cane, I can find this magnet here. So I'm basically gonna hold on the magnet. I just let it touch on my magnets in front of my body like that. Same thing. Now I can pull my body on the back like this. It's gonna disconnect it like that. So now just like that. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna do the same thing. We're going to stretch the string out, let the silicone ball come out. Okay, so now the reel is going to pull the whole thing inside my jacket, right? So now I'm just gonna pull Okay, now I can feel the tension is on my string now. So once I release my right hand, it's naturally want to go in. Okay, so that's step number 2. Step number 3 is I'm gonna have this tip go inside of my jacket first. So it's to look like this, right? But underneath my hand, the tip of the rail, the tip of the cane is already inside my jacket. So now this is very easy for whole thing to go inside. So now you can see it's inside my jacket. The tip is inside. So you can do this very casually like this, and just pay attention over here so your audience, they don't care about what happens on your right hand, right? So all your attention is here. So what we do is we're going to use my thumb to take the rubber band off, right? Usually, the moment you take it off, you open your right hand, and the whole thing is gonna pull inside the jacket, right? So I'm gonna do this separately. I'm gonna just use my thumb and my index finger to knock over the rubber band. You see, it's just off now. Now, once I open up my left hand, the whole thing will collapse, and I'll just open my right hand at the same time, so it looks like that. Okay, the whole thing flies inside my jacket. Because I'm sitting down again, the can won't collapse as fast as it's supposed to be, but you guys get the idea. So it's right over here. Okay, now I'm gonna stand up and show you guys how it's gonna look like in real time. Alright guys, now we are standing up. We're gonna demonstrate the same vanish, the king vanish inside the jacket version 2. Alright, so for this one, check out the setup again. On your jacket, we have the rail over here, goes out, and we have the silicone ball stop the string from going inside, and we have the magnet just touch on your belly, alright, right here. Okay, now on the cane, and we have the rubber bands is locking down the position on top of it, and we have the magnet towards the bottom part of the cane. All right. So before the vanish, you can toss the cane back and forth. Doesn't matter. Whenever you're ready to do the vanish, you use your right hand to touch the cane to find the magnet. You simply let it touch on your belt. Now it's right here, touching on the magnet, and you're going to disconnect it. So now it comes off right there. And at the same time, you want to stretch out just a little bit like that, and have the tip of the cane go inside the jacket like that, right? Now you're gonna end up in this position like right here. Now what you do is you're gonna hold on the cap of the top part of the cane, and use your thumb to push the rubber band off from the cane like that. So it looks like you hold on the cane like that. So whenever you're ready to do the vanish, both of your hands open up at the same time, and the cane just collapse right inside your jacket right here, right? It's over here, right? All right, guys, so that's the second version of the cane vanish inside the jacket. However, we got one tip for you guys. Just like how we vanish in the previous version, we always want the jacket to open. Whenever, if it goes to left-hand side, you want to open up the left. If it goes inside the right-hand side, you want to open up the jacket as well. So you can use your pinky or ring finger. Before you open both fingers, you want to use your fingers to open up the jacket. Okay, from the side it might look a little bit weird because your entire body is leaning forward, but on the front view it looks fine because it's like I'm showing my cane like this. So after you do this, the entire jacket is opened up, the huge space right here. Now open your both hands, it's gonna collapse right inside, and you'll be fine. So there you go. That's our second version of the cane vanish inside the jacket. Alright guys, we got one more for you. Let's try this one. It's called sleeve vanish. Let's check out what you guys need for this effect. So first of all, this is the ordinary size of the rubber cord, this locking system, this piece. However, for the sleeve vanish, we want something a little bit longer. Okay, so we're gonna teach you how to make this right now. So we're gonna grab one of this key we're providing for you. So also the sponge cord. So now we're gonna take a length about twice the size as this one. So that is around 60 centimeters maybe. So we're gonna go about twice the size for this standard locking key. So now I'm gonna just cut it right here. Okay. Now, so one end of this rubber cord, we're going to go through this little hole on this key here. Now we're just gonna tie a knot on it. Alright, just like that. And we're gonna do multiple knots. So that would really make sure it doesn't slide off, because rubber cord is very slippery. So try to tie up more knots like that, and always stretch and let it tie up like that. Okay, once you tied up on this end here, test it out, make sure it doesn't slide off. All right, so once you're happy with it, you can trim some of the excess off like that. Okay, so that's the one end of the sponge cord. Now we're gonna make a loop, something like this on the other side, this one right here. Okay, now this is how we do it. So we're going to take the whole thing, we're going to fold it the end like this. Okay, it's about like 6 centimeters. We're going to make we're basically gonna tie a knot, like imagine this is one piece of string. We're just gonna tie a knot right in the middle. So whatever way feels comfortable for you. So like this, I just tied up a knot like that, right? You see it? Now I'm gonna stretch it out. This one needs to be super tight, so try your best to tie it up. So we're gonna make sure it doesn't slide off, right? Okay, just like that. Gonna test out on this side too. So once you're happy with it, trim the excess off. Okay, so now if you compare this with the normal size, it's gonna be a lot longer. So this is the one we made right now, and this is the standard size. Okay, so this is much longer. All right, now once you made this longer customized size locking key, we are going to use that now. All right, so same thing, we are going to pre-bend it. So we're gonna, this will do the same thing to slide inside the cane. So I'm gonna put this aside for now. Now let's talk about this cane right here. We're gonna do the same thing. We are going to remove, reposition this magnet towards the very end of this cane right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open it up. All right, now you can see this piece right here. So we're gonna slide it all the way towards the end of this cane right here. So now you can see it's about the ending of it, but you don't want to overlap with this white tip. So somewhere over here is good. So now I'm gonna let it go and just wrap the whole thing back like this. Okay, just wrap the whole thing back in. It only takes seconds to wrap it back. Okay, there you go. Now we're gonna test it. Once you stretch it out, it's very close to the end of the tip. You can put it even closer, that's fine. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it here. All right, so we're gonna stretch it out, stretch it out, stretch it out, stretch it out, stretch it out. Okay, it's gonna look something like this. Now, we are going to do the same thing with the rubber cord to lock it. So same thing, we're gonna take the one you just made. We're gonna stretch it out, loops one, loop second time. Make sure it's always above the pane. Now what happened here is we're gonna stretch it down all the way to the bottom, and now you see why we made a longer piece of this key here. So now we're gonna stretch all the way here where you comfortably lies your thumb on. So I like to put my thumb over here so it looks like I'm holding on the bottom of the cane. So right here, that's where we're gonna insert this key inside. So same thing, we're gonna press it down. So now the cane separate the layers. Now we're just gonna insert this key inside. All right, so we're gonna do it slowly because towards the bottom of the cane it's actually getting tighter. All right, there you go. So now here we go. So we have this key into the right position, just like that, right? So we have the magnets here. which you're gonna connect with the real magnet later. So that's the whole setup for the cane, all right? So there you go. We're gonna leave this on the table for now. Now let's talk about the other side. What's happening with your sleeve, right? So now if you take this thing out from your box, this is the armband. So what happened is we're going to put this on your arm. Okay, so usually we put somewhere like over here, and this thing just goes on your arm like that. Maybe you can put a little bit closer to you, or you can put it on the back. You guys can test it out, find out the right position for you guys, all right? So once you guys happy with the position, it's not too tight. You don't want it too tight, otherwise your blood circulation is not gonna work. You're gonna have this thing to clip on it. So we use the clip on the back, slide underneath inside of the armband like that, right? So now you can comfortably have this thing goes out like that, okay? Now for this, you can choose to have the silicone ball do the same thing to lock it down, like how we do the other vanishes, or you don't need to. You just basically clip it in between your thumb and index finger like this when you perform, right? So it's up to you guys. I'm just leave it like this for now. So do the same setup for the silicone ball, right? And this piece is gonna be right here. Now I'm going to put my jacket on so you guys can see how it's gonna look. Alright guys, now we have the jacket on. Let me show you once again what's happening inside the sleeve. So because with the silicone ball stop the string from going in, so we have this freely displayed right here. Let me unroll my sleeve so you can see what's happening over here, or the rail right here, right? I'm gonna put my sleeve down. One thing super critical for this Vanish is we want to make sure the sleeve size is big enough. So for this sleeve, I use two sleeve deck of cards, so sleeve the cane should be fine. So now with that in mind, now let's do this. So we're gonna clip this right over here. Okay. Now we're gonna have the can. Introduce the can. You can freely toss it around. Doesn't matter. The moment before you want to do this effect, you're gonna hold on the cane, just let your right hand just running through. You're gonna touch, you're gonna feel this magnet here because it's super big. So basically you're just gonna drop the two magnets. It's gonna automatically stack together like that, okay? So once them stack together like this, and your thumb is already on the right position because that's how we position them, right? So the key is here. Now, the important thing is we always want to make sure this tip is always inside the sleeve first. So once we happy with this position here, we basically stretch it out a little bit. Now what this does is it's gonna fray the silicone ball away. Now the whole thing is ready to put inside the sleeve, okay? Or you don't need to do the silicone, the ball setup. So you just basically touch them and you can do the Vanish right away. So it's optional, so for you guys to decide. Now, what happened here is this Vanish, this is how this is gonna vanish. We're gonna hold on the bottom of the cane. We're gonna rotate my body so the cane is actually pointing towards the audience. Now, in our case, it's pointing towards the camera. And what happened here is it's gonna vanish at this angle, okay? They are not gonna see this whole thing collapse. That's why this Vanish looks super clean, because they don't see much of the cane, right? So at this moment, they just, what we do is we're gonna slide down on the locking key. What we're gonna do is make sure the tip of the cane is ready inside the sleeve, and we're gonna pointing towards the audience. The moment you're ready, you basically open your right hand, and the whole thing just gonna go inside the sleeve just like that. Because I'm sitting down, it doesn't go in. I'll show you one more time how this is gonna look when we stand up. Alright guys, now you're ready to do the Vanish. So you just do a magic gesture, pull the rubber cord like that. You're about to release it, just point straight to the camera, but now I'm gonna do like this. It's almost the angle for your audience. All you need to do, just open your right hand. The whole thing goes inside the sleeve. Alright guys, so that is the sleeve vanish. So I hope you guys like that. Always remember to have the suit with a bigger sleeve, so that will make everything easier to go inside. And then one tip for you guys is super helpful. A lot of guys, maybe when you perform on the stage, you sweat a lot. So what happens is the sweat is gonna be all over your arm, and that will create the friction in between the fabric and your skin. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get a pair of stocking. Right, you can get from your girlfriend or your mom, cut into the arm size length, and you're basically gonna wear that on your arm like that. So, which will help reduce the friction. So that will helps the cane to collapse inside your sleeve. So there you go. Alright guys, now we're gonna talk about the front vanish. It's very simple, very effective. So all you need is this white magnet piece right here. And like we showed you guys before in the unboxing part, this is gonna connect to the bottom of the tip parts of the cane right here, okay? So it's very easy. We just press it down and that's it. That's how it connects to the bottom of the cane, right? So once you have this done, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna stretch it out. Stretch out like that, and we're gonna do the same setup. We're gonna take the sponge cord. All right guys, now we have a sponge cord right here. We're just gonna do the same setup. We're gonna do the 2 loops on top and stretch all the way down like this, and this gonna insert inside somewhere you find is comfortable for you. So for me, somewhere in the middle here is pretty nice. All right guys, so now we set up the cane, and on the other side we're gonna set up the jacket as well. Remember, we have 3 more round piece of the magnet. We're gonna put it somewhere over here, okay? It's gonna be really close to the edge of the left part of the jacket right here. And now let me explain what happened is when we deliver the bottom of the cane inside of the jacket, it's gonna connect with those 3 pieces of the magnets right here, okay? And this is how we do it. So you can toss the cane freely like that. And whenever you're ready to do this vanish, I'm gonna use my left hand to open up my jacket just like that, okay? We're going to create the illusion. I'm gonna deliver the bottom of the tip into my left hand like that. However, what you want to do is actually open up the jacket and just let the bottom of the tip right here, put that inside the jacket and let it connect to the magnets inside, like that, okay? From the outside, it looks like I'm holding the cane outside of my jacket, but it's not. I'm actually blocking it with my left hand. So it looks like I'm holding the entire cane between my 2 hands, right? So from here, you're gonna hold this cane about 45 degrees, and from here, you basically use your thumb to release the rubber cord, and all you need to do is you open your hand like that, and the entire cane collapses inside the jacket right over here. Okay, it's going to hang right here. So if you have the top like this one here, you can move the magnets inside, so this whole thing can slide to the inside of the jacket, or you can take it off and put it inside when you take something out from the pocket. So that is how to clean up this part right here. Alright guys, so now we're gonna show you one more time, and we're gonna talk about the angles, how to lean your body forward. So at the same time, same thing, you're gonna toss the cane left and right. Whenever you're ready, just gonna use your left hand to open up the jacket over here, and you're gonna deliver the bottom of the cane inside the jacket. You're gonna feel the moment it touches the magnet, so you know it's ready to go. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna lean your body towards the audience. So from the side view, it looks like that. Okay, so what this does is it opens up the jacket just like any other vanishes. We always want to create enough space for the cane to clap inside, fly inside the jacket. So from here, we lean towards the audience like that. It opens up the jacket like that. So we use you release the cord and open up both of your hands, and it just goes inside the jacket. It's right over here, so you can put it back inside any way you like. So there you go. That is how to perform the front vanish. Alright guys, now let's talk about the back vanish. So instead of we have the magnets inside of the front pocket, we're gonna place it somewhere behind you. over here, okay? So how do you locate and find the right position? So basically you're gonna hold on the can and you're gonna turn your body about 45 degrees. So your audience, this will be the back of your body, right? So because it's 45 like that, now you're gonna hold the can like that and you naturally where the bottom tip of the cane touches your body, and that will be the right position for the magnet to be. So for the explanation purpose, I'm gonna leave it outside of the jacket so you can see. Of course, when you perform this, you're gonna be able to put this inside of your jacket. All right, so whenever you want to do this vanish, all you need to do is same thing. We're just gonna release the rubber cord and just open your hand. And the whole cane just claps behind you, attached to this magnets right here. So it's gonna look like completely empty. You can show your hands completely empty. Now we're gonna move to something else. How to clean this up is actually very easy. You know, a lot of you guys might have the top it behind you, or you can tuck that in inside the back pocket. So while you produce something with your left hand, your right hand is actually detach it and just put inside the back pocket. Or if you have a top it like this one I have here, you just basically put inside the back pocket right here, right? So that is how to clean it up. Of course, you're gonna do this ditch the cane while you misdirect your audience with some kind of thing happen with the other hand. So there you go, that is how to perform. Alright guys, now you can pick your favorite way to vanish this cane. And the whole point here is always do the transformation. Turn this into like a piece of flower, piece of silk, maybe confettis. So in my case, I'm gonna pick my favorite way to do it. I'm gonna turn this into a piece of rose with the front vanish. So let's check out how it looks like. Just like that, we turn that into a piece of flower. Now I'm gonna show you how to set it up. Alright guys, now let's talk about the setup. It's super easy. It doesn't matter which vanish you want to do. The setup is exactly the same. And it doesn't matter which object you're gonna use, the setup is exactly the same. So depends on which vanish you're gonna do. You already know how to set up the cane. So what you're gonna do is you take the object you want to transform the cane to and basically put that inside the hollow part of the cane. Let's take the piece of flower example. With basically slowly slide in like this and push everything inside it. Because all the object inside is always expanding, so it's okay. You can still do the twist, do other things you like, right? You can toss it around, doesn't matter. And from here is just basically do the same vanish like what we taught you guys from the front vanish. We attach to the magnet and basically do the vanish. Just imagine you're doing the solo vanish and you're surprising to find the rose will land inside your hand, and that just looks super beautiful. And here's the logic behind it, because if you just perform this as a solo vanish, your audience attention is left with the flash or maybe the trace of white. Now, because there's a new item introduced in front of your audience attention is always here. Now the new appearance covers the flash, also the trace of white. So there you go, have a try. Alright guys, now we're gonna show you one more application. We're gonna turn the cane into confettis. So the setup is exactly the same. So we're gonna take the confetti and stuff inside this hollow part of the cane. Alright, so it may take some time. If you guys do not have the confetti paper, you can go to your local arts and crafts store. They will and ask for the lightest paper, and they will give you some kind of paper like this. You just cut them into the pieces that the size that you like. You can just stuff them inside. If you have snow paper, snowstorm paper, you can put that inside as well. That will look a little bit smaller, but it still works. Just turn that into confettis, right? And also in the later section, in the tip section, the first tip, we're actually going to teach you a way to make this transformation even better, which we're going to teach you a way to replace this PVC cap right here. Substitute that with a piece of paper. So for that piece of paper, that's gonna blend into all the confettis. That will make the trace of white invisible. We highly recommend you guys to check it out, the tip number 1. So here's how it looks. I'm gonna still use the same way to vanish it. I'm using the front vanish right here. So this is how it looks like. So just like that, it turns into confettis. Alright guys, now we're gonna show you one more application you guys can do. I guess most of the magicians want to change the cane into a silk, because silk is super useful. You can produce a rose after. So now let me show you how to do that. So the whole idea here is we want to extend this rose inside the can as long as possible. So once the can vanishes, the rose will display in the fullest size. So that will look super visual. So here is how to stuff the silk inside the cane. And we're gonna take a piece of wire. So you can take your coat hanger and just bend it straight so it looks something like that. So what we do is we're gonna it's about like 2 centimeters. We're just gonna let it hang there like this. So basically we're gonna do it reverse. So instead of stuff the silk inside the cane, we're gonna let the cane just goes inside here, right? So this is how it's gonna look like. The whole thing goes in. All right, so you're gonna reverse it and slowly take out the wire, just like that. Now you don't need the wire. So what happened here is also remember to stuff the end of the silk inside so it doesn't show fresh to the audience. So now you can still display this can freely. So once you set up the cane, do any vanish you like. So in my case, I love the front pocket vanish. So this is how it's gonna look like. Just like that, it turns into a beautiful piece of silk. Now you can continue with the act, turn that into a rose, whatever you like. Alright guys, so now here is a great idea for you guys. A great application. You can turn the cane into an iPad or any flat, big surface or tablet of your choice. So let's check out what you guys need for this effect. So first of all, of course, the cane, we need it. And we're gonna put this U black magnet piece back on, right in the middle, somewhere in the middle, right? Just like that, just put it back in the middle. And the other part of the magnet, we're gonna place that on a big piece of the velvet tape, which you're gonna match with the velvet tape we used to cover the iPad. Now let's talk about the material, because we try to use the black art principle. So once we put a black velvet against black suit, the fabric is very similar, and under the right light condition, it's gonna look invisible. It's like nothing's there. All right, so that's the design logic behind it. So now let's continue set up this effect. So we're gonna have this piece here, put the other side of the magnets in it. So make sure it still can attract each other. Now we're just gonna tape it down. The idea here is we try to put them like this here. So we're gonna lock this magnet in this position and not move it. So it's gonna look like that, right? We're gonna cover with the rest of the velvet tape. All right, so it's gonna be hard to see, but there's the magnet is right over here. Okay, so now let's make sure the position is right. So once I put a cane on top of it and I stretch the cane out, it's gonna look like I'm holding the cane. Okay, so once you confirm it with the position, and you're gonna make sure everything is stick on the right position, very secure, and same as this U-shaped magnet, and we're ready to set it up. Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing with the cane. We're gonna stretch, put it out like that. Now we're gonna use the sponge cord, same thing. We're gonna go twice on the top and put straight down here, and we're gonna insert the key in somewhere that is over here. So it's gonna be a same level. This magnet is here, and it's about 1 inch away from the magnet. That's where we're gonna keep this key inserted inside. So once this cane is on the iPad over here, and your thumb is naturally lands right on top of the key part. Okay, so it's very convenient for you to simply slide your thumb down and release the cane. So it's gonna shrink to the middle while you flip the iPad 90 degrees towards your audience, from here to here. So the moment before you do the change, we're gonna have this iPad against your body like this, so that add additional support for you. And from here you can just release the rubber cord, shrink in the middle, then you're gonna flip the iPad towards your audience. Sorry. So that's the whole idea. And let's talk about how to get in for this effect. So like you're seeing on the trailer or in the studio performance, we're gonna have it outside of my jacket like this to begin with, and I'll hold this cane same size like that, like here. You can even open up your jacket to show there's nothing inside, or you can walk out from the side of stage to the middle of the stage like that, and you're gonna turn. Then all your audience attention is on the cane, so you can toss the cane, and you can rotate the cane like that, spin the cane. Your audience will always keep their attention on moving objects. So in this case, all their attention is on this cane right here, so that which will take the heat off from the iPad here. So once you finish the spinning the cane, we're gonna put it back. We're gonna try to have this magnet over here to attach right on the magnets we have on the iPad. So once they attach to each other, you're gonna rotate the whole thing into a horizontal position like this. So you have one side of the iPad push against your belly, and the other side of the iPad you hold on to it. So it looks like you hold on the cane, but it's actually holding the cane and also the iPad. So from here, my thumb I'm just gonna release it in slow motion. The cane is gonna shrink. I do a magic gesture. It's like I'm putting my energy on the cane. It shrink. At the same time, I flip my wrist to show the iPad, so it looks like that. Okay, so once you turn, you can flip it over. You can turn the iPad on, push on the whatever the button to light up the iPad, so they know it's a working iPad, it's a real one. And also, we talk about the cap of the cane in the other sections. You can replace it with a piece of paper, so once the cane shrink, it will turn into confetti, blend into it, so the look, there's not gonna be any white thing left over, no white trace of white. So in my case, I didn't replace it yet, so that's why you'll see it. But when you guys perform it, highly recommend you guys replace it with a piece of paper. So that is a basic way to turn the cane into an iPad. Alright guys, those are just 3 very brief ideas for you guys to start with. Those are super amazing. Just start from there, turn the cane, vanishing cane, turn that to something else. And you can also mix them together. For example, you can turn the vanishing cane into a piece of rose. At the same time, you can stuff the snow paper inside it, so it looks like the cane vanishes, turn to confetti. At the same time, there's rose appear. So just let your imagination go wild. Try them out and have fun with them. Alright guys, we got a few tips we want to share with you. Now let's start with the first one, is the cap of the cane. Check them out. So as you guys know, this PVC is optional. If you guys don't want to stick on it, you guys do not need to. And here's the reason why. Because whenever we perform any cane vanish with this new system, your audience will always see some kind of like a white objects fly by, because the top of the cane is white color, right? Here's a genius way to avoid that. So what we do is we're gonna take this PVC piece off. All right, we're just gonna take that off. All right, you can keep this piece if you want to use later. All right, I'm just gonna put that on side for now. And instead of us use a sticker, we're gonna use a simple piece of white paper. Okay. Now what we do is we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna just stretch it out, just like how we prepare for the regular cane vanish. Now you realize the top part of the cane is black. Okay. Now what we do is we're gonna take the white piece of paper. We're just gonna press down on this pane like that, right? And this is gonna go around the cane and just insert inside like that. So you can cut this to the size you prefer. So something like that is fine. Okay. All right. So it looks like the cap of the cane, right? So now we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna press it down. All right. You can see the piece like that. Okay. Now we do the same setup. We're gonna put the rubber cord on top of it. We're gonna loop it twice. Once, twice, and do the same thing. We're gonna stretch it down like that. Okay, now that's a setup for this new way to do it. Now what happened is once the king claps, this piece of the white paper is gonna fly out. Because we're gonna put the confetti pieces inside of the cane, and the confetti piece is a white piece of paper, and the cap of the cane is a white paper as well. So it's gonna blend inside. So your audience won't notice the cap of cane. So it's gonna look like that. So it's gonna fly out on the floor and blend into other confetti pieces. And you're left with a totally black piece inside your hand. All right, just like that. And from here, it can be put inside your jacket, inside your sleeve, doesn't matter. You'll make the vanish even more invisible. So there you have it. That's how to use the piece of paper to make the vanish even better. Alright guys, now let me show you one more time. We're gonna do this in real time with confetti inside, okay? Same thing, same setup. We're gonna stretch the can out. All right, okay, now on the top of the cane, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna have this white piece of paper over here. Now for the axis, we're just gonna slide inside here. Okay, you can see like that. Just gonna do like this. All right, it doesn't matter. You may want to have this hole a little bit bigger so it's easier for the paper to come out from the pane. So now we'll do the same thing. We're gonna have this rubber cord to loop on it once, twice, go straight down here and find out the right position and just push it in. There you go. Now it's done. And now let's take a look at on top of the cane because it's hollow, so you can fit whatever the items you like. So in my case, we are using the confetti. I just cut the A4 size regular paper, put it inside. But when you guys perform on stage, you can put like those snow paper material paper inside as a confetti. So I'm just pushing them inside. You can put as many as you want, but for the explanation purpose, I'm just gonna put a couple inside. Alright guys, once we have a confetti inside it, it's pretty free. It doesn't even come out, so you can do whatever you like with the cane. So whenever you decide to perform this effect, it doesn't matter if you want to fly into the jacket, fly into your sleeve, doesn't matter. For now, I'm just gonna let it stay in my hand so you guys can see. And same thing, we're just gonna release this locking key and have it go like that. So you can see all the confetti fly out and the white cap is already flew out and blend into the confettis. And all you left in your hand is a totally black piece inside your hand. Now it's a lot more invisible. Either you want to put inside your jacket, inside the sleeve, or any other method. So there you have it, how to make this vanish even more invisible. Alright guys, now it's tip number 2, how to maintain the cane. Check them out. So first thing is, after we use the cane for a while, what happened is your sweat and dirt when you performance or practice might is gonna make this PVC super sticky. So that will slow down the cane from collapse fast enough. So what happened is the easiest way to fix that is actually take some paper towel. You can use rubbing alcohol or just water is fine. I get a little bit of water here. So I'm just dip this napkin into the water. So what happened is I'm just gonna cover it like this. I'm just gonna run through like this, right? Just like that. And this will clean the inside and also the outside of the cane. It's very easy. So you just do this a couple times and once a while. So maybe you do this like a couple weeks. So always maintain this. Keep the cane, the PVC super clear, clean, and also just make sure there's no dirt on it. So just like that. So running back and forth, just like that, right? You can see take all the stickiness away, right? Just like that. Now you can leave that for a little while, let it dry, and it's gonna work just like a new one. And now let's talk about if we use this for a while and the plastic start to lose the shape. The easiest way to fix that is because is the reverse, do it reversely. So normally we pull out from the bottom of the cane right here. Now we're gonna do it reverse, right? So we're gonna do it reverse. We're gonna pull out this part here. Okay, we're gonna pull this part out. We're gonna reverse it And from here, what we do is we're gonna take a rubber band and we're gonna tie it up. All right, now we're gonna leave this for a couple of days to let the PVC to remember the shape. And later on, once it's set down there for like a couple of days, it's gonna remember the shape. And once you use it again, it's gonna work out just like new. So even when we did that much, you see, it remembers all the shape. Otherwise, after you use a while, it might end up look like this. So once a while, if you don't use the gimmick, reverse, put it out, tie it up, and leave it there for a couple of days. So it creates more tension, more elasticity when you collapse the skin. So there you have it. That's tip number 2. Alright guys, now let's talk about tip number 3, is the strength of the magnets. Check it out. So now let's say we're using this magnet to do the vanish. Now this magnet is gonna contact with this real magnet right here. Now, if you guys worry about the magnet is not strong enough, usually this is strong enough. The magnet is provided for you guys is super strong. If you guys worry about, it might detect in the middle of a performance, which we don't want it to happen. There's an easy way. It's kind of like a double secure. Is take a little piece of the double-sided tape. We're gonna place that on the camera here. Okay, you can trim it off, trim this into a smaller size, or use other glue or anything. Just provide a little bit more thickness for the 2 pieces of magnets. So what happened is, once the 2 magnets touch each other, this piece of the double-sided tape or any kind of glue is gonna help it from not separating, because the strength of the magnets is super strong. Now the double-sided tape is gonna create another some more help on the strength of the magnet. So now it's impossible to detect from the detach. Now it's impossible to detach from the. Okay. Okay. Now it's impossible to detach from the rail. So there you have it. So if you guys worry about the strength of the magnets, in any magnet situation, always use some kind of glue or double-sided tape. I hope this will help you guys. Alright guys, so we got one last tip for you guys. So this is how to do the maintenance for the white magnets. And this is made of shrinking tube. So after you use for a while, it's not going to be tight enough to clip on the bottom of the cane. So how do we fix that to get the strength back? This is how you're going to do it. We're going to expose the entire white plastic part of the cane right here. And we're going to put it into the right position where we want the shrinking tube to be. So this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna apply heat. Okay, so we're basically gonna find out the neck, which is the smallest part of the tube. We're just gonna heat it up with any source of heat, just like that. The whole thing is gonna shrink again because of the heat, but we don't want to burn too much, otherwise it's gonna turn into a black color. So we don't want to burn it. So after we heat it up, it's gonna be super soft. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna cool it down. You can leave it there, or you can dip that into like ice water, and for a few seconds it's gonna shrink. So make sure you don't burn yourself. It's gonna be pretty hot. So after the heat it up and cool it down, you realize it gets super tight now, so you can't even take it off. So just like that, right? So that is how to maintain this white piece of the magnet. Alright guys, so those are all the tips for you guys. Please try them out, especially the tip number 1 to substitute this the PVC sticker into a piece of white paper. So that will really hide the flash, the trace of white. It's gonna look completely invisible. And try them out, and hopefully they're gonna help you in the long run. Alright guys, so that's it. That's everything you guys need to know about this effect. The possibility of the gimmick is unlimited. Just let your imagination go wild. And once again, this gimmick is created by our genius friend Bojan. And not only this is a beautiful piece of art you can add into your current routine, but also it's super inspirational. It reminds me always elevate my magic, always push my art forward. I hope you guys will feel the same way. I cannot wait to see what you guys can create. And also remember, stay tuned with us. We got a lot more magic coming out from Sense Minds Magic. My name is Jason. I'll see you guys next time.